All right, and we are back in the lobby bar for the week of December the 19th, 2022, also known as Christmas week. Michaela and Brian here, and Michaela, we made it. We made it to Christmas almost. We're in the home stretch here. So I think anything that we were going to get done either got done or it didn't. That's it. That's it for the year.
Yeah.
We're done. We're
Nope.
done. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think maybe like one drive by to a liquor store to get more of something we've forgotten could happen. But like
Mm-hmm.
any gifting, any like serious thought provoking, like esoteric kind of thing that could have possibly happened, my delusions of grandeur of I'm going to make a gingerbread house from scratch and duct tape, a Lego thing together and create an entire third floor castle
Right.
for elves. By the way, anybody, don't forget to move your elf if you've made the horrible decision in your life to have elf on
Yeah.
the shelf in your life. Don't forget, you've only got a couple more days of that. You got 75 minutes to think of an idea of what to do with
Yeah.
your elf that you haven't already done. Yeah, I mean, none of this is getting done. Yeah, we're at the basic bare minimum. Yeah, we're riding in. We're riding in. The sunset of Christmas Eve is upon us.
Right. I would like to talk to the person that invented Elf on the Shelf, who just had so much free time. They decided that you know what everyone needs to do is have an elf to move every day. That's what we need to add into the holiday shenanigans. But that's okay. Yeah, you have to do it, parents out there. I understand. So I commiserate with you. And the best way to deal with having to move an elf every day on this last week as we go into Christmas is a good cocktail. And Michaela, we made some eggnog ourselves. We've made it the last several years. We made it. It was the first thing we ever made
It
for the
was the first
podcast.
thing we ever made.
Our aged eggnog. It's very delicious. Go to drinkmovies.com. You can get the recipe, make your own aged eggnog. But that's like special occasion type of stuff, right? That's what you want to
Right.
keep for like your favorite people. You want to share that with your
Right.
favorites, the ones
Yeah.
that are really into it. But if you just want to have some eggnog around, and who doesn't, because eggnog is delicious, you can go to the liquor store and pick up like I think like Evan Williams makes one, but there's a couple of other like hard like eggnogs you can get, and then you
Yeah.
can you can jazz that up and turn it into something pretty tasty. And that's what you've been doing, to
Yes.
scratch the eggnog itch without digging into the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do by the way, our aged eggnog actually tastes pretty amazing when you first make it. So if you wanted to go today and just make up some of that eggnog, you don't have
Mm-hmm.
to wait 6 weeks to drink it. It's pretty amazing.
Pretty good.
Right,
Yeah.
right at the beginning. Don't let that stop you if you
a,
if you
a
want to
touch
make
a
it.
touch boozy, but that's okay.
It's a touch boozy, but it grows on you. It's fine. It's eggnog. It's Christmas. It's
It's
okay. But
eggnog.
yeah, if you wanted to do something special, that's a little bit fun, that's a little bit out of the ordinary for eggnog, I made this really fun eggnog martini, and I did not use our aged eggnog because frankly it's a waste, because you're going to be adding more liquor to it and things like that. You don't need to do that. You can just go and buy like the liquor store version of eggnog. It don't get the grocery store version because that will not have enough alcohol in it. Or maybe it will. I don't know. We're booze hounds here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get like a coupe glass or a martini glass, and you're gonna get that nice and chilled. And then in a shaker, you're gonna put 2 ounces of your eggnog that's pre-done. You're gonna put an ounce to an ounce and a half of vanilla vodka. Then you're gonna put an ounce of amaretto liqueur. There's a bunch of ones out there. Pick your favorite. And then you can shake that up in a shaker, pour it into your beautifully cold glass, and then you can ground nutmeg for garnish, or you can put a cinnamon stick on top, or put it inside and kind of get it, use that as your stir, as a coffee stir or
Mm-hmm.
something, and then just
Mm-hmm.
drink this. And I have to say, someone had mentioned this as a drink, and thanks to my llamas, I made it over the weekend. It's delicious. It's really fun. And it's
Yeah.
it's kind of different. If you like eggnog, but you don't want to do a ton of eggnog, this is great. And the amaretto adds a really nice like a nutty sweetness to it.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about putting amaretto in there because we have bourbon, rum, and cognac in the one that we make. But yeah, that sounds like a would be a really good addition and something fun, something festive, for the season. To do that, you could probably do like a whole martini bar. Maybe that's what we should dial up for next Christmas, just a wintry themed martini sort of bar kind of a thing. Maybe we can do that. But yeah, mix up yourself an eggnog martini or make yourself up some aged eggnog. Go back and check out the website for the recipe on that because, the time for drinking eggnog is upon us and the time for seeing Avatar, The Way of Water is also upon us. So, taking the weekend, of course, is Avatar, The Way of the Water with $134 million roughly here over its first weekend. It's almost up to a $500 million already worldwide on that. So, we're going to see how that's going to do the next couple of weekends. Everything I've seen about it is story pretty good, still kind of simplistic in that Avatar sort of sense, but apparently it is a sight to see. We still haven't had a chance to go see it. So I'm traveling and then I'm up out of town for Christmas holiday, and
Yep.
Michaela, you haven't had a chance to see it yet. But everything
No.
I've seen about it sounds interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But $134 million, and it was World
Yeah.
Cup weekend, so
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed for it because I know the projections they were trying to do 150 to 175 million. There's a whole article where James Cameron said he needed to make like $2 billion in order for this to break even. I don't know if that's true or if he was just being facetious, but
he
yeah,
said
not.
he said for it to be successful, it needed to make that.
Oh,
They're
okay.
estimating it. They're estimating it costs about $450 million to make. So to be successful, you want to get it up there. And I don't know. Yeah, it was a little shy of what they had kind of
Yeah.
forecasted it to be. But like I said, World Cup was this
Yeah.
weekend. I saw that over half of the people in England watched the World Cup final, and I assume that's pretty similar to everywhere else around the world. So I don't know if that had any part to play in it. It's also 3.5 hours, but I don't know. Yeah, $134 million. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. I'm hoping to
Yeah.
get out to see it this week or maybe the week following Christmas here. So
Yeah, my I have some really good friends who were absolute fans of the first one, and they saw it over the weekend and they called me to give me a big rundown of what their thoughts and were around it. And visually stunning, I keep hearing. I mean, it's no wonder. I mean, James Cameron, he does a lot of amazing visual effects. I don't know about the storyline. I think, and then a bunch of people who we thought were dead come back. That's all I know, or they're actors, like the same actors are portrayed somehow. I don't know if it's like a dream sequence or if they actually are brought back to life. I have no idea, but
they could
I'm
be
excited.
avatars right in the name. Right in the name.
I'm just gonna have to carve 5 hours of my life out to go see this film, and it'll be after Christmas probably by the time it happens, but we'll figure it out. We're gonna
Yep.
add to that 134 million, but it'll be interesting because there's a couple of films coming out in the next couple of weeks. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any of them are going to knock it off its pedestal,
No.
but going to detract because it's Christmas. We got a lot of kid films coming out. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is coming out. That's
Yeah.
gonna a lot of people are probably going to opt for that
Mm.
90-minute miracle
there,
instead of the
uh,
Avatar
there,
movie.
there will be a few people that will opt for that. I don't think it's probably going to do that well or be very many. But yeah, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which I think is the third Puss in Boots film. There was also a Puss in Boots TV show. I've never seen any of the Puss in Boots movies, but they always looked kind of fun. Antonio Banderas, of course, is back to play Puss in Boots, which is great. The previews look fun. Probably not going to go see this, but yeah, a lot of people might. People with kids. I don't know. You have kids. Just send them off to the movie. And you can go get your last minute shopping done. That is always an option. We got two other things coming out. Babylon, which I think got 5 Golden Globe nominations. That's coming out here on December the 23rd. Definitely looking forward to that. It has George Clooney, Margot Robbie. It looks very opulent and dripping with color and oversaturated exuberance. I don't know. It looks pretty interesting. I'm very excited to see that. And then Whitney Houston's "I Want to Dance," the biopic.
Did you say George Clooney?
Yeah,
It's
did I
Brad
say George
Pitt.
Clooney? It's
You
Brad
said George
Pitt.
Clooney.
That's what I
It's Brad
meant.
Pitt. I
Yeah,
mean, they're basically the same person
same,
in a couple
same.
movies. But I got
Same
very
thing.
excited for a second. I was like, "Oh my gosh, is he in it too?" No, sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, no. So Brad Pitt is in it, not George Clooney, as previously mentioned. Olivia Wilde also in it. I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's gotten a lot of good kind of feedback in terms of award season. A little
Yeah.
hot and cold on the actual reviews I've seen from people having seen it. I don't know, but I'm interested in seeing it for sure.
I mean, it's got one of those really great titles that tells you nothing about it, which I really like. I
True.
think a lot of really great um, Oscar kind of films tend to do that, where it's a place or it's just a word like whiplash. You had no idea what it was about, right?
Mhm.
Amsterdam. No, I mean you knew it was a place, you didn't really know. Um, what was it? There was not the pacifist. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it begins with a P, and it won Best Picture a couple of years ago. It was out of Korea. It's amazing.
Parasite.
Parasite, right? You had no idea what it was about, and I love that. I'm really excited about this one. So it's not going to do 134 million dollars, but by golly, perhaps it should.
Maybe it should, but yeah, we'll have to go check that out. And then, as I mentioned there, Whitney Houston's "I Want to Dance with Somebody" also coming out, the biopic about her. And I think Whitney Houston's story is very fascinating. I've seen some documentaries and kind of other stuff like peripherally about her career and stuff. So I think that
Yeah.
that could be pretty good and interesting to see. Probably going to wait for that to hit some sort of a streaming thing, catch that one at home. But that's what we've got coming out this week to go up against Avatar. So let us know if you made it out to see Avatar. Let us know if you're planning to see Babylon. Let us know if you got all of your gifts wrapped. Let us know if you make some eggnog, either aged or this eggnog martini. But Michaela, I think I am ready to, to go lay down in front of the fire, take a nap. Put this year to bed. Just kick back for a couple of days, rest up, and catch a movie. So why don't we do that? And we will be back next week in the lobby bar to get into our year-end rundown. So thanks for joining us. Have a happy and safe holiday, everyone. And we'll talk to you in the main show, Muppet Christmas Carol. How exciting.